Right, what about this, chaps? This is not a picking video again, so you want to switch off. Switch off. This is about two Ingersoll padlocks. Well, it's mainly about this Ingersoll padlock. I've done a video on this before, and Slim Pickens, as you all know, he was going to buy one of these and he didn't realise what was inside it. So I'm going to show for everybody. That key looks like it could be a pin tumbler. Well, it doesn't really, because it's double bitted two sides. It could be a double wafer lock, looking at that key, and it doesn't actually say anything on the key about what it is. Or he wasn't, as a matter of fact, he wasn't even getting the key with his. It was just a lock without a key. But anyway, if you look, that's a 10 lever lock, by the way. But if you look on the 6 lever lock, I know he didn't get a key, like, but if he had seen a key, it would have said 6 lever on the 6 lever one. But anyway, we're going to try and pull this one apart. I've seen a few what's happening here? I've seen a few videos on these years ago. I done a wee video on this here years ago, but there wasn't too many videos on these. So, and like I said, it's a 10 lever lock. It's a brilliant lock. It's made in England. It's an absolutely brilliant lock. It's a work of art, like inside, as you'll see in a wee second. Right, first of all, how do we get the part? Right, usual form. Look inside it. I know where we can see inside the camera. We probably can't. We probably can't. Well, we can't. It's too deep. But if you look inside it, there's a screw. There's a screw down in there, right? So out comes a screw, or does it come out? It's actually not coming out. What did I? Right, there's a screw out. So bottom still doesn't come off. So what you have to do is you have to look around the lock, right? So we're looking around the lock and we'll see a drainage hole there, a drainage hole there. And that's just for the water goes down there and water goes down there. But then we'll see another hole here. And then you have to say to yourself, what's that hole for? Right, so what I came up with was drop that shackle, turn that round there. If you look in, I don't know whether we're going to be able to see all this or not. The light's crap, but we're probably not going to be able to see it. But if you look in that wee hole, there's a pin lined up. Can you see it there? Just about. Right, so we're going to need some. I'm going to use a wee key. This is how I do it. Like, this is something that you don't see on any videos which I've seen anyway years ago. Maybe there is now, but so that's how we pin lined up. Then I would just well, maybe not. We'll see. We can do it. Awkward enough to get out. Maybe that's why I don't show you it. Maybe that's why I don't show you it. I don't know. It's going. Right, there we go. So I've got the pin. That's the pin coming out the hole. If I can get a power tweezers, we'll see here. Right, that's the pin coming out that hole, like I said there. Right, so that's the pin out the hole there. That releases your shackle. That's something that they don't show you on. And well, this was, like I said, this was a couple of years ago, so I don't know where there might be other videos now. So then that lets you in there to get that other screw, right? So we can get in there. I don't want this video to be far too long. You know what I mean? It will be a long video, but I don't want it to be too long so nobody watches it, because I'm wanting it to help somebody. Well, I want it to help Slim, but I want it to help everybody else too, you know. So then we can take out the core. Well, maybe we can, maybe we can't. It's stiff, like, because I'll show you why it's stiff in a second. Boys, maybe it's not stiff. Maybe we could take out the key. I don't know why we got on it. There we go. We're getting there. Out it comes. And that's just 2 ball bearings lying down there. We'll have a look at that shell in a minute. So, right. We'll try and get this disconnected off this here if we can. If we can, I'll get the key out at least. Right, there we go. Right, so that's just that part. Covers your keyhole. Right, and this is the lock itself. covered in flaming grease too. Right, this is the lock itself, and right, I don't know where this is going to pick up this or not. Right, well, so have to look at the shell first. Right, Slim, I hope you're watching. See the cutouts here? The cutouts in that shell, well, what they do is they stop that core turning. With that there, if you can see there, that sits up the slightest wee bit there. I don't know if you want to be able to see this or not. See where that sits up? Well, see when you put your key in, that lies down. See it there? It was sitting up like that a minute ago. It lies down, and that's the core turn. Right? Now, I have seen, like I say, it was a few years ago, I don't know where people's picked these or what. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but for me to be able to pick this and I would need to take that rubber seal off. That rubber seal holds the core, so you have to really turn on that key. And we all know as pickers that tension on the core prevents us from picking. It really helps prevent us from picking. And I mean, you see when you have to turn that core, you have to really turn that core, because that there's compressing against the inside of the lock, that rubber O-ring there. So it makes it very, very hard. Now, like I say, it's 10 levers in itself is going to make it hard for a start. And I'll try and show you that if I can. Don't know where we'll be able to or not, but we'll try. I will try. It's 10 levers in itself, which would make it hard. Okay, see the levers mixing up there? It's 10 levers. I don't know why you can even count them, or maybe could we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can count them as well. You can actually count them and see them moving. See the first, if you look at the first two on this side, you can see the wee slots, see them? And then there's like a wee spacer, and then another, well, there's a spacer in between these, but there's a different coloured spacer. I've nothing even to point with here. So if you like, there's a lever, a wee spacer, another lever, and then like a different sort of spacer. A lever, spacer, lever, another different spacer. Or that thing, it's not even a spacer, it's part of the actual lock or whatever, I'm not sure what it is. Then a lever, spacer, lever, that thing there, lever, spacer, lever, that thing there, lever, spacer, lever. And that's them all lining up. That's, oh come on, things popping up on my phone galore here and I can't even see the screen. That's them all lining up. Once you put your key in, there you go, bump, they've all lined up. If you can see the gap down there, or sorry, not a gap, oh that is a gap, see the gap down there, they've all lined up, and that lets that piece of that, see that lets that slide in there, shows you can turn the actual core, you know what I mean? But if I pull that out one lever, it mixes them up, and we don't have the gap down there no more. It's like the bolt stump. It's like the bolt stump on an ordinary mortise lock. Not that I know anything about mortise locks, but it's like what the bolt stump does. The bolt stump prevents the actual bolt from moving past the bolt stump. If that makes any sense to anybody, it makes very little sense to me. I'm not very good at explaining stuff, but that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's a complete wee work of art. Now I know I showed here the locks and the shit locks that we have over here, and I think Americans make most brilliant locks, but this here is a little work of art. Like if you ask me, this is a complete and utter work of art. It's like a watch. It really is like a watch. Like it's like a complete and utter watch. So it is. Key right in. That lets that go completely down. Turn the core. And that's all there is to it. And the let me show you here. And like I say, that there would actually fit into one of those. If I can show you, see that would fit into one of those and prevent it from turning. You know what I mean? Or sorry, it actually goes the other way, but when it's oh well, I'm not sure. I'm not altogether sure myself. I can't put it in there because of the things in. Oh, that would let that turn. I would let it turn that way. Let's see, put if the key's out, it prevents it from going down. I would stop it turning. Well, it's actually turning there. It stops it from turning that bit. That wee bit there that stops it from turning. It's not actually the big bit. But that's mainly all there is to it. And the 6 lever is the exact same. I can't get the 6 lever apart. The 6 lever comes apart the exact same, except it has that wee thing battered in it. I could probably press that out with something. I could probably get someone to lift that out of there. I'm not going to go to that trouble, you know what I mean? I was going to use it, but let's see if we can grip the hell of it and maybe we can pull it out. That's well in there, like, so it would take me to play with taking it out. But anyway, that's all I wanted to show. It's a complete work of art. So slim. Now, these levers, they don't have false gates or anything on them, and they are quite pickable. And I have seen a boy pick one. I think I've seen one, and I think it was a fella called Jay. And like I say, I'm not accusing him of anything, but for me to be able to pick this, it would be impossible. Now, on the other hand, if I took that O-ring off, I think it'd be possible for me to pick this. So I do. But what's the point? What's the point in me doing that? You know what I mean? And if I took the O-ring off, it wouldn't let it move, which would give you your rotation, so you could feel what you were doing inside the lock. But with that O-ring on, I have no chance. I have absolutely no chance. But he might have better feel than me, as I'm sure hundreds of people do have better feel, because I'm crap, to be honest with you. I don't put in enough time. What you put in is what you get out. Right, lads, this video's went on forever and ever, so that's the Ingersoll 10 lever padlock. Got it. And I hope it lets somebody see something about it. A great English padlock. Simple as that. Absolutely great English padlock. Right. Hope that helps you for a start, Slim Pickens, and I really hope it helps somebody else. And thanks for watching. Bye, lads. See you later.